ski ahead. And turn to the right here a little bit. Oh.
On a clear winter day, puffs of snow float down from the branches of the towering evergreens, lining a ski trail in the heart of the Rockies. What could be better than cross-country skiing in this postcard-like setting? How about skiing with an old friend? Brian McIver and his sighted guide Bill Graham have built a friendship over the years at the annual Ski for Light outreach program. Brian tells us more.
I've been cross-country skiing since 1976, but I've been participating in Ski for Light since it started in 1978. When I go skiing, I get into the tracks. They're usually all pretty well set, really nicely set tracks. I use one pole because I'm also an amputee. So I use one pole, so I have to make sure I have my balance right. I have a guide that skis on my left-hand side that directs me around the trails. Now, let's say we're coming up to a hill or a turn, in which way the turn is.
Round to the right, slowly, Brian. Yeah.
Bill explains their team dynamic.
I ski parallel with Brian in the track beside him, and that's most of the time. And so we're talking back and forth, and I can tell him when the turns are coming, because you're right there. Some of the guides ski behind because that's where the skier wants them, and some of them want their guide to be ahead, so they've seen it. But I find communication is difficult that way. When we get onto a narrow track, sometimes there's only one track, so then I'll generally be behind Brian so I can watch what he's doing, and I can still see. I'm real close behind him, so I can see if there's a turn coming.
Kurt Jensen is the president of Ski for Light Canada and works hard to ensure the event continues its tradition of bringing together friends, old and new. He shares with us the history of the program.
It was started by a Norwegian, Erling Stordal from Norway, and that was in the 60s he started. And he came over here in 78 and started our program. And the program was adopted by an organization, a fraternal organization called Sons of Norway, and they have been helping us financially ever since.
The annual Ski for Light alternates each year between Alberta and BC, with participants joining from as far away as Norway.
We try to have it in different communities or different provinces. And this year we have it here in Kananaskis. We usually come here every second year. This event is a 6-day event with 5 days of skiing and training. And then we wound it up on Saturday with a little bit of a fun race where everybody get excited to get medals and all that kind of stuff.
And of course, it's also great exercise in the beautiful outdoors. Bill offers up some advice for future guides.
Talk to your skier all the time you're skiing. Tell him about the birds you see. Tell him about the squirrel that's running through the trees, the trees you're going through, the mountains, is the sun shining, depending if your skier can see it at all or not. Because he's out here to enjoy himself. And you're out enjoying yourself and you're looking at the mountains and you say, oh, wait a minute, I have a blind skier with me. I should tell him what I'm seeing. Ski ahead, ski ahead, ski ahead, come left a little bit.
And what does this event mean to Brian?
I enjoy the fellowship, the skiing, the atmosphere of the skiing, and the challenges of the different trails we take, as well as the fellowship. This event is almost like, some people come back year after year, so it's like a family reunion. You're getting together, seeing each other, having laughs and fun time together.